is only war.
What is up, gents? World top 40k player and a recon marine. Dirtbag Nation bringing you some videos today going over the new fly rule. So the fly rule in 11th edition is going to change a lot. So we're going to go over a bunch of different ideas and tactics and everything we need to know about the new fly keyword. The keyword specifically was okay with certain aspects, but now being able to just ignore everything at -1 penalty is going to be really cool to talk about. So we're going to go over some different ideas and get into the new fly rules for 11th edition. So freaking pumped. If you guys are new to the channel, we were the #1 Grey Knight player 3 years ago, Chaos Space Marine player 2 years ago, Death Guard player last year, and right now we're #1 Orc player in the United States, going for that #1 spot, hopefully by the end of Worlds. And we got new merch up on the channel, so if you guys like any of these logos, I think they're freaking sick. You guys get these on a shirt down below in the description below. But yeah, quick shout out to the sponsors, and then we'll be back for the video. All right, guys, thanks for clicking on the video. If you guys want to support the channel, stay tuned towards the end of the video where we'll go over all of this stuff, as well as any links in the description below for laser lines, shirts, and gear is in all the description. So stay tuned towards the end and enjoy the video. All right, so who knew the Land Speeder was going to be the standout fly of 11th edition? But with this guy, he is able to essentially move, or normal move, shoot, and then move D6. So basically you move out, just get a little tidbit of the laser to shoot at whatever the hell you want to shoot at, and then D6 you get to move back behind cover. That is freaking insane. But yeah, they give the example of the move keyword and stuff like that. So the difference with fly this edition is you simply cut 2 inches from their movement stat and ignore any vertical distance as the crow flies, they say. So flying models. Models with the fly keyword, the units such as models and a part of able to fly. Some rules also refer to such models, units as flying models or flying units. So anything that isn't infantry, or beast or swarm or anything like that can like move through terrain, but the vehicles are mainly going to be the vehicles, the monsters, all that stuff, mounted with fly. So each time a flying unit is selected to make a normal move, advance move, or fallback move, or charge move, any of them. That's fucking really good. Before moving any models in that unit, that active player can declare that it will take to the skies. So I guess you have to physically say, take to the skies. That's going to be so dumb. If it does, while resolving that move, subtract 2 from the maximum distance each time a flying model moves. Ignore all the vertical distances for the purposes of how far it can move. It can move through all types of models, including enemy models and monsters and vehicle models. It can move horizontally and vertically through all categories of the terrain feature. Here's an example. This guy, the Tau Crisis Battlesuit, the Riptide, advances, because he's only speed 10, so he goes 16 if he rolls a 6 on the advance, which then if you subtract 2 from that, you're able to move 14, stay 2 inches away from the enemy models because you can't land within engagement range, and then he's able to still shoot and stuff if he's in Monka and stuff. So that's kind of nuts, guys. Before you'd have to kind of like move around, like fly kind of like up, over, down, which was just the most confusing freaking thing ever. It's always argument about like movement and measurement and stuff like that. Now you literally just, all right, fuck it, -2, move straight. So much easier. You literally just pick up the terrain wall, put your little stick down, and then you can just move straight through it. So that is going to be huge for a lot of different armies and a lot of different models in 40k. So that is what we're going to be talking about today. Let's bring up our handy dandy app that we have right here. So I was thinking about the Cult of Speed, which we've been running for a couple, maybe 2-3 months now. I've been doing really well with it with orcs. But the Speed Wah specifically. So this guy lets you, each time a Speed Freaks or truck unit from your army, excluding aircraft, advances, you gain assault, but you get to move 24 inches in a straight line. That used to be different about a day ago, where you had to like not go, you can't go up, down, and over like with the fly keyword. Now with the fly keyword, you're able to just go straight through the wall. This detachment got a huge bonus. So essentially you're just measuring 22 inches straight for these custodes that are able to just kind of fly straight and then shoot with assault. That's just that's nuts. So that's a great example of like what we're going to be having to face in there. But if you go army rules like what's it called, Call to Speed, basically everything gets advance and shoot, fallback, shoot, and charge. So all of the coptas in your list that have the fly keyword, which I think is the only thing in orks that really you care about that has fly, they're called def coptas. That's why. Okay, so speed 12. So essentially you're going to be able to move 12 plus the advance. And then since you're going to go through the terrain feature, you're a speed 10 with the advance. So speed 10 is still really freaking fast. Speed 10 going directly forward is going to be kind of nuts. So here's an example of the new 11th edition terrain. If you think like these guys are copters, for example, they could basically start behind this terrain feature, and then they're able to move 10 inches, like just straight with an advance through this wall. Instead, you'd have to go like up this way, diagonal, and then go like there. So you're not going to be able to land completely. You probably have to land there. So that's a huge difference. You can start right here, do the same thing. You can go just directly through this at -2 for the speed. So that's one example. You can do the 20-inch burst. So basically you're going from here 20 inches just straight through this way, straight that way, whatever you need, but it's literally 22 inches just straight through that thing and then landing there, just shoot and do whatever you need to do. But that's a huge difference comparing to like just landing on the other side of this wall or measuring up, down, and then landing here. So many different options for the fly, just being able to go through the wall like that. A whole bunch of different armies have obviously the fly keyword. There's so many different tanks and stuff in Space Marines that have fly for the keyword. Grey Knights sucks they lost the fly on the Dread Knights being able to advance. That would have been nuts. The Emperor's Children though, that they just got released. But think about Fulgrim, right? Fulgrim moves 16 on that huge ass base. So him being able to just move 14 with an advance and charge is so freaking scary. So Fulgrim with his big ass base, essentially a defiler base, just being able to move him directly forward, and ignoring all the modifiers and going through models and stuff like that. The Demon Princes for Chaos Space Marines, we actually made a 9 Demon Prince list, but there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 flying Demon Princes, 3 walking Demon Princes, but the Demon Princes for flying, they're Slaanesh, so they're speed 14, so they go back down to speed 12. So you pick the Demonic Allegiant, you pick the Slaanesh, add 2 to the move characteristic. You can advance and charge in some things. When you make the charge, you do mortals, you can fly over, stuff like that. So this guy with the new fly keyword, speed 12 base, 14 with the Slaanesh, being able to just move through the walls is kind of nuts. Let's go to the demon detachment. So the demons, which I think are staying in 11th edition, Chaos Demons, you're talking about like the flying chickens moving everywhere. You have the assaulting ones like the Bloodthirster, speed 12 with advance and charge. Shadow Legion, he'll be able to like move through stuff, charge, kill shit, go back in reserves, come back down, do it again. You have Bellicor, speed 12, basically doing the same thing. Like walls are not stopping flying vehicles right now. So these are just all the melee guys. Imagine the shooting things. So shooting things be able to just advance or move over walls without having to worry about anything. And if you have the move, shoot, move, you basically just move out on the other side of the wall, shoot, and move back on the other side. You basically gain the infantry keyword, essentially. Like, so Tau is going to be freaking nuts with this new fly detachment. But yeah, we'll probably do a specific video on the new orks coming up because I am going to be talking about Wazdaka. So if you guys are orc players, stay tuned for that. But guys, I really appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, head over to the Patreon if you guys want that coach in your corner. And if you guys are Patreons, we wouldn't be doing this without you. 11th edition coming up. We have a book that Kiva worked his ass off for coming out in July. So stay tuned for the book of 40K. It's going to be so much to that book. I cannot wait to release it. But guys, I really appreciate it. Good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon. All right, guys, thanks for sticking towards the end of the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the links in the description below, which we'll go over. But these right here, we have 3D prints of Cypher, Tech Priest, Phobo Libby, Combi Lieutenant, Calidus, Codiez, and the Lord of Contagion, all those are up for sale. Message me on Discord. All these widgets, the 6-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, they pop out. Those are up for sale. The 9-inch widget, the 1 CP token, where you guys can keep track of the CP every single game. The token markers for Chaos and Grey Knights, they're poker chips. Those are really good for sticky objectives. And then also the wound gauges and the fuck you and fuck me tokens are up for sale as well. And we have a new sponsor, Snot Goblin Terrain. They are really, really cool. What's great about them is you can customize them for any layout. So if you run a Games Workshop layout, or if you run WTC layout, you can run it that way. And the best part, it's super hard plastic, not going to break on you. And also it's all fully painted. So check on the link below if you guys want to check these guys out. We use them in our streams and they look super awesome on the stream, but it's really good to travel into all your stores and bring them with you. So check those guys out. Then we still have 3D6 Wargaming, where if you guys want some custom templates, you guys can click on these. And then our new and improved Rexar lasers, laser lights with the Dirtbag logo on them. These guys are at a lot of local GTs, especially in the Texas area, but these lines are, or these lasers are rechargeable. So definitely be picking this up. I'm going to be getting sent one of these so I can show you guys on the live stream and stuff like this. But you guys get the Dirtbags and the lasers rechargeable, so highly recommend the Rexar lasers in the description below. Look at this. Look at that line. It is so good. And it's rechargeable. At the top, it's got the USB. Just plug it right in. Good to go. This shit is legit. And lastly, guys, the merch store. This I love seeing at GTs. When you see it across the room, you see your own logo, which is so cool. It's the red, white, and blue. We have the hats as well. They're all flex fit with the Dirtbags logo on the back. I just love wearing backwards hats. But all of these are available in the Printify shop. It's print to order, so you can get all these shirts, different sizes, different colors. We also have the old school stuff. We have the Nurgling. We have mugs, which you can fit your entire hand in, and some of the Grey Knight logos as well. So let me know what I'm missing. You can message me on Discord, but stay tuned. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, that'll come up last. So appreciate it, guys, and let's keep it going. What is up, gents? 40K Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40K. Right now, we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get if you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setup that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons. You guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. If we really want to get a bigger studio going, that is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.